Okay, this is part 2 of the creating a Craigslist ad. The first part covered Design Center and how to create a pretty ad, quote unquote, for Craigslist rather than just having a paragraph of text. So where we left off there, we were in Remax Design Center. We had our HTML code down here. We highlighted it and we right-clicked and hit copy. Now you're going to go to Craigslist. If you don't have a Craigslist account, I would encourage you to set one up. It makes it a little easier to do everything. Just it knows what area you're in and so on. I do have an account, so I'm going to log into that account. And I am going to go up here on the top of the page. It says new posting. And you'll see it's brought up all of the ads that I have and their status. Whether they're active, deleted, expired, and then it gives you other options. We can talk more about Craigslist and what you can do in there on another training, but for now let's just talk about how to put the ad on there. Click on new posting and it's going to bring up by default Harrisburg. Click on go. As far as what type of posting it is, it's housing being offered. Click on that. And this is real estate by broker. Select that one. And then up here at the top, it's going to ask you for some basic information like the price of the house. I don't remember if I said this when I did the Design Center training, but here's a tip. I would recommend that this be the only place you put the price of the property. I would not put it in your Craigslist ad that you create on Design Center. Otherwise, each time you change the price, you'll need to update your Design Center Craigslist ad, recopy all of the HTML code, and post it into this section. So I just put the price here. That way if the price changes, I just have to change it on Craigslist. I don't have to worry about redoing my Design Center project. The number of bedrooms, the square footage of the house, posting title. I usually just use the address, but you can use whatever you want, a brief description of the home or whatever. The reason I use the address is because it makes it easier for me when I'm looking at that first screen where it had all of my ads. Sometimes the titles don't make it clear enough for me which house I'm looking at. So I usually just use the address here and specific location, whatever city it's in. And then when you go into the posting description, you're going to right click and you're going to hit paste, and it's going to put all of that HTML code right in there for you. If you want to show it on the map, you would click here, put in the street address of the property. I will do that for this one, but I typically don't, and the reason why is because when you use the map, that's at the top of your ad above your pretty flyer looking ad. So I've stopped using the maps on my ads because I just want them to see the flyer piece of it. I don't want the map to be on the top. But if we were going to use it, we would put in the address. The other reason I stopped using it is because for some reason it rarely finds the right location of a property when I put it in. You're going to put in the nearest cross street, the city, the state, and the zip code. And click continue. It's going to bring up the map and make a liar out of me because this time it did find the right location. If it does not, you can click on this little pin and drag it around and move it to where your house actually is. This time it worked. So we're going to say continue. If you want to put additional images other than the ones that are on the flyer, you can do that here by clicking on choose files. I don't do this either because again they show up at the top of the ad, and since the best pictures of the property are usually the ones that I put in the ad that I created on Design Center, I choose not to put the quote-unquote uglier pictures at the very top of my Craigslist ad. So if you wanted to, you would just click on choose files and you would, pick your files just like you would any other program where you're copying or uploading photos. Once you're done, you can say done with images, and it's going to show you a draft of your ad. And this is where I said this is where the map shows up, and it really doesn't do anybody any good because it's so small and zoomed out so far that you can't really tell where it is anyway. So I skipped that, but you can choose to do whatever you prefer. So when I bring up my ads, it looks like this. It has this right here, and then this part, this gray area, is up here, right, starting at the top. And there's your Design Center document that you created, your project in Design Center, with your photos, your text, and everything like that. If you are okay with it and you're ready to go, you just hit continue. And it tells you it's posted. It gives you the link. You can always send that to your sellers and say, hey, here's the ad I created for you. Now I'm going to go delete that one really quick. In case you didn't notice that, when you're on any screen in Craigslist, if you have an account and you want to go back and see all of your ads, you just click on your email address up here and it'll bring everything up. And this is the one I want to delete. It's going to say, are you sure you want to delete it? I'm going to say yes. And it is as simple as that. A little tip, I don't have any that are up for renewal because I just did this, but you can actually renew your ads in Craigslist every 3 days. When it's up for renewal, it'll say edit, delete, and renew. And if you click on the renew, it will refresh it in Craigslist and move it to the top of the search results. They do automatically expire, I believe, after 45 days perhaps. So you'll need to keep that in mind, and when they do expire, you can easily repost them by just clicking on this repost button. So there's a couple little pointers for Craigslist. Again, this was just to give you the idea of how you post one ad from Design Center into Craigslist, and perhaps we can put a little bit more detailed Craigslist training on our schedule. So as always, if you have any questions or you need any help, just give me a call. Thanks.